You began your teaching career here in Wilkes County?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah. Andrew Jackson hired me.
Okay.
One of the greatest principals of all time. And I've come full circle because my principal now in Oglethorpe reminds me so much of him. And so it's just like everything's come full circle.
So you're now in Oglethorpe?
I am.
Would you return here?
I don't know. I think change is good. And I feel like everybody should go somewhere, even if it means they go back. But for my husband and I, all of our kids are older now. Julian's the last one.
Mm-hmm.
He's got 1 year left. And I see that as a step in a different direction.
Elevation.
Yeah. So we've talked about moving. We've even looked at some things like in the next year or two. So I don't think I would.
Okay.
But, I think it's always good for somebody to leave and come back so you can see what things are like elsewhere.
Let's go back to the Teacher of the Year. Did you receive that here in Washington?
I did. I was the runner-up for the State Teacher of the Year. Yeah, I was one of the finalists, and then I found out I was runner-up.
So let me make sure I got it. Good understanding.
So I was a district teacher. I won Wilkes County.
Right, and then you were nominated, I guess, for the state.
Yes, so
teacher
you have to write, so many essays. It's part of an application package. In Wilkes County, they even give you a professional day off, which I came here to the library to write your essays because it's it's so long. And you write these essays, and then a board of judges comprised of various people pick 10 of the top. They use a rubric. I am actually a judge now, so I know how that rubric works. But yeah, and then they decide on 10 finalists, and you go one step further, and you have to prepare a speech, and then you go through this interview process, and that too has a rubric, and then you pick your winner and your runner-up, and I was the runner-up.
Well, writing essays should have been easy part for you because some of your Facebook posts are essays. Now, for real, you always keep me straight on Facebook. If I post something, I'll always be looking for you to come in and comment. Because I said, if Ms. Mickens agrees with me, I know I must be right. And if I'm not right, she will let me know because.
Well, I think too, when your heart's in a good place, you just gotta acknowledge that too.
Mm-hmm. Because I know that you are very intelligent,
thank you,
eloquent, and such a superb vocabulary. Sometimes I read your posts and comments. I have to Google and see what the word means. That's you increase my vocabulary. You be teaching me outside of school.
Well, I hope that works for the kids in my classroom. That's all I can say.
If you ever get tired of teaching, I'm sure you can make millions doing something else with your intellect.
Thank you. That's a great compliment.
You're welcome. And sometimes we can see ourselves as something, but other people always view us differently. And sometimes even on social media, I see people post about like, who was your favorite teacher, or, what teacher made a big impact on your life? And, of course, you weren't teaching when I was in school, but I see a lot of the younger generation, they always mention your name and speak how great of a teacher you were. So I'm sure if it was up to a lot of your former students, you probably would have been Teacher of the Year years ago, and probably numerous times. So I do see that a lot of your former students think highly of you.
And that makes me happy.
That says a lot.
That's success right there.